Just finishing up here with a podcast interview, and I figure I'll show you a little about my inside of my world, I guess. Right. The question that I ask people, and people ask me, is that what does mindset have to do with getting customers? Right. Well, it's not an easy answer, but I'll give you an idea. What mindset has to do with me and my business is this. I'm here on a sun deck, back at my place, right? Situation happens, and we get to the office. So do what we gotta do with what you have. Where are you at now, rather than later, right? So have everything else set up. Nice view in the background. Nobody complain, right? Sure, a little bit noise in the background, but I got a nice speaker set up here that's gonna be great with my gears and all that. And you know what? People know that this is not a polished professional setup, but it does a job, right? So mindset really to me is everything. What you got to ask yourself is, what does mindset have to do with getting customers? Yes, mindset has a lot to do with dealing with customers, but what does it have to do beforehand? Well, this is it, right? This is an example of it, right? The mindset that you have to put in place is nothing needs to be perfect for something to happen, right? Even if there's nobody's following me, nobody's watching me, I still do this and I create content. Why is that? Because I have time to do it right now. I'm dressed for it. And even if people are listening or not listening, doesn't really matter. Sooner or later, the content's can be available. People that will listen at their own time, at their own leisure. So when I do my content, that's at my own time, not at your time, not at their time, right? That's it. That's mindset in a nutshell, right? So to really put into perspective is this. Here I am talking on a podcast and my phone's ringing. Stay your mind at what you're doing right now. Stay focused what you're doing, the podcast interview. Don't worry about the phone. There's a voicemail. You can get back to it. There's a missed call. You can see who called you and get back to it later, right? So mindset has had to be in the present situation, deal with the best that you can now, and the rest you can take care of it later, right? So have that mindset in mind that what you currently have, how you set up, leverage the hell out of it, right? I'm here. I'm finished. I'm dressed up. It's hot outside. So what? But it looks great. Do the part. Play the part. All right. So if you were to do this all over again, will you do anything different? No, you shouldn't. I mean, do the part. Don't worry about who's watching, who's not watching, and do what you need to do. Get it done. Somehow you can. That helps, right? And you know what? At the end of the day, hope for the best, because you don't have to be perfect, and does have to, the store doesn't have to align itself to be able to do this kind of content or this type of presentation. You know what? Rather than changing the clothes, going to a new location, wasting all that time that you could have been done spending making the content. So what I want to tell you is this. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have the proper equipment, the proper time set aside. You don't need to be pretty like me, right? It's all good. Just speak what you have to speak, say what you have to say, all right? And try to add value, and that's it. So when you have this out in the universe, when you have that out in cyberspace, people resonate because they see that you're very helpful. They can see, right? Proof is in the pudding, right? Proof is in the action that you take every day. I'm out here every day creating contents to help people out in my industry, as well as other entrepreneurs around the world, because they can take what I have right now and leverage it to wherever they are, right? I'm recording here on one hand, and I'm also recording on my webcam there. So 2 different platforms. See, mindset is everything. Rather than doing 2 recording for 2 different type of presentation, to 2 different types of channel, I do it all once. Sure, they might not like me holding the phone talking here, and while facing here and facing there, might be, but the content is there. That's what matters the most, right? Don't have any fluff. Don't need any filler. Take it or leave it, right? People will like you or they don't like you. But at the end of the day, they know what you stand for. they know that you are trying to help the best they can with the limited capacity or the limited resources that that person has, right? I have. And sure, I don't have a nice presentation studio that I can record off and have a great set of personnel that edit on my videos and stuff. Doesn't matter. It works for me. It should work for you, right? So that way it's duplicatable, replicable, so that even on a shoestring budget, you can do what I do, right? Using your phone, record a live stream on either Instagram that I have right now or on YouTube that I have on the webcam in front of me, right? It works. Guys, you don't need this fancy setup gears and I spend countless of $1,000s to do what I do, right? Just create as much content as possible, always deliver value. And if you have any questions, you can always reach me, right? And that's what I'm here for. So direct message me if you have any questions. I read all the comments. Trust me. I personally read all the comments, answer it. And sometimes I create videos to answer your question, because if it requires more than a straight answer, I'll make a video, right? So you can count on that. Anyway, guys, so mindset is everything. It starts before you get the clients, not just during the client base, because everybody else looks on what you've done. What have you done for me lately? What have you done for other people lately? They want to see that. So the only way to do that is deliver content out in the media, right? So that people can see what you really are like. I might not be a polished speaker. I might not dress fancy all the time. I get a job done. And that's what's most important, right? Your client, your customer want you to get the job done. And I deliver. That's it, right? Okay, guys, so hopefully that's a tip of the day for you. Take it or leave it. See you at the top. That's it, folks. See you next time.